Petra, nestled in the heart of southern Jordan, is a marvel of ancient architecture and one of the seven wonders of the modern world. This city, hidden within cliffs and accessible only through the narrow sea, reveals its splendor to structures like the Majestic Treasury, intricate tombs, and grand temples carved directly out of the rose sandstone. Petra represents the pinnacle of Nabataean engineering and artistic achievements, harnessing the harsh desert environment to create the thriving metropolis that was the cultural beacon and a crucial hub on the ancient trade routes. Steep mountainous range and valley entirely encircles the city, and the most spectacular way to get directly to it is via the Sik, an open rift in the mountainous range sandstone. This gap, which provides direct entry to the city, leads to a small valley encircled by massive mountain ranges ranging in the elevation from 200 to 400 meters. When they captured the city, the Romans built the Hadrian Arch, commemorating the emperor's visit in 129 AD. Walking to the city, you approach the canyon, which is only 2 to 3 meters wide and can reach several hundred meters in height. Along the journey, a few tombs and altars are devoted to Nabataean gods, and the people of Nabataean created little reliefs and stone construction. The most important thing is the miniature aqueduct running along the walls. Looking down will reveal all the channels chiseled into the stone wall, because all the leaves and dirt that could have ended up at the bottom of the tank sporadically positioned along the pipeline were removed. All the water that passed through these pipes was pure and suitable for drinking. Walking along this fantastic route to Petra is an incredible experience that will make you feel like you're in a different world. After traveling to the Sik for 1.5 kilometers, you suddenly come across the view of the Treasury. The front is arguably Petra's most well-known and renowned image, presenting you with a fantastic sight. The Treasury's exterior was thoughtfully positioned right outside the Sik so that everyone entering Petra would be astonished and captivated by the visual fascination that unfolds before them. This facade is known as the Al-Kizna, which means the treasury in Arabic. Bedouin, which is a nomadic tribe of the desert, believed that the central urn had gold coins. They made all the bullet holes visible in the rock to retrieve the wealth. Of course, now we know that it's made entirely of rock and no treasure was found. This treasury in front for the mausoleum of the Nabataean monarch Aretas III, who lived in the 1st century BC. The facade is constructed in a very unusual artistic style type of the Nabataeans, a unique fusion of the Hellenistic and Nabataean art. Upon closer inspection, it appears you are standing in front of the Eastern Mediterranean Hellenistic buildings from the 2nd century BC. As we continue throughout the gorge, it opens up, turning into the Street of the Facades. This street is lined with numerous tombs, each adorned with large, intricate facades carved straight into the sandstone cliffs. The Street of the Facades illustrates the extensive Nabataean burial customs and the clear stratification within the society. The varying complexity and grandeur of the tombs along the streets likely reflects the social status and the wealth of the individual buried within, offering a glimpse into the diverse social fabric of ancient Petra. The theater at Petra is a monument to the Nabataean engineering and artistic skills, uniquely carved directly from the bedrock rather than constructed from the hewn stone.
The theater could seat up to 8,500 people and was used for public events like religious ceremonies, political meetings, and entertainment shows.
Unlike traditional Greek theaters, which were typically built into existing hillside to enhance acoustics and seating capability, Petra's theater was meticulously chiseled from the solid rock. This architectural feat reflects the Nabataean advanced stone carving skills and illustrates the cultural syncretism between the Nabataeans and the Hellenistic influences, permeating from the region through trade and political connections. Every Nabataean tomb in Petra is entirely carved inside the stone of the surrounding cliffs and mountains. Some tombs were abandoned for an unknown reason, as evidenced by the section of one of the tombs carved above the feature stairs, representing the upper portion of the facade. This would have happened if the artisans have covered the lower portion of the exterior before moving on to the tomb interior. This further demonstrates the exceptional skills of the Nabataean artists. If you were to construct a tomb out of a granite or limestone marble blocks, you can replace the particular block with a new one. However, when you carve a whole mountain from top to bottom, the entire cliff is the marble block, and it cannot be replaced if you made a mistake. The Nabataean artists had to carefully carve every one of their tombs without making any mistakes, because once they made a mistake, it will remain there forever. In the case of Petra, these people carved hundreds of tombs into the cliffs. The grandeur and intricacy of the tombs reflect the social hierarchy and the significant role of the monarchy within the Nabataean society. Each tomb's unique architectural style narrates a story, royal legacy, and artistic endeavor. Perched atop one of the Petra's mountains, the high place of sacrifice is an open-air altar used for religious ceremonies and sacrifices, showcasing the Nabataean spiritual depth and ritualistic practices. The journey to this site involves a steep and reflective ascent, leading to panoramic views over Petra and the surrounding valley, symbolically connecting the spiritual life of the Nabataeans with the natural world around them.
The high place of sacrifice is one of the most impressive and atmospheric sites in Petra, and it offers stunning panoramic views of the ancient city and the surrounding mountains. It's a great place to admire beauty and mystery of this ancient civilization.
During the Eastern Roman period, or Byzantine period, the introduction of Christianity led into the establishment of several churches in Petra, notably the Byzantine Church, the Red Church, and the Blue Chapel. The Byzantine Church is renowned for its intricate and well-preserved floor mosaics, which depict various religious and earthly themes, underscoring the city's religious diversity and artistic heritage. The churches stand as evidence of the shift in religious practices and the adaptation of new architectural styles, reflecting the dynamic history of Petra throughout changing times. The Nymphaeum in Petra, a semicircular public fountain, highlights the importance of water management in the city's arid desert environment. This architectural feature, typical of Roman urban planning, was a decorative element of the cities and crucial public utility that distributed fresh water to Petra's inhabitants. Its presence underscores the Roman contribution to enhancing the civic infrastructure and improving the people's quality of life. Believed to be one of the principal religious edifices of Petra, the Great Temple exemplifies the architectural ambition and urban planning of the Nabataeans. Its large scale, complete with an extensive column hall, points to significant Roman influence, reflecting the period of Roman cross-cultural exchanges. The temple's complex, which includes a lower market area, a monumental staircase, and a sacred precinct, provides into the Petra's ceremonial and public life. Qasr al-Bint, or the Castle of the Daughter, is one of the few freestanding buildings in Petra and was dedicated to the Nabataean god. This temple's preservation and grandeur exhibit the Nabataean religious devotion and architectural sophistication. Characterized by its massive entrance and imposing columns, Qasr al-Bint serves as a religious sanctuary and the symbol of the enduring power of the Nabataean state, showcasing the ability to blend indigenous cultural elements with external architectural influences. The monastery, or Ad-Deir, stands as one of the Petra's most awe-inspiring moments, mirroring the grandeur of the famed Treasury, but on a much larger scale. Carved directly out of a mountain face, the monumental facade marks a combination of adornous ascent over approximately 800 steps, testament to the Nabataeans' determination and deep spiritual commitment. Its remote location and the efforts required to reach it implies that it was a significant religious ceremonial site, possibly used for essential gatherings or rituals secluded from the daily bustle of Petra's city center. This structured design features a broad, deep portico topped by a massive urn, similar architectural style to the Treasury, yet distinct in a stark, more monumental character. The sheer size of the monastery, coupled with the commanding views over the surrounding mountains and valleys, underscores its importance not just architecturally, but also in the spiritual and cultural narrative of the Nabataean people. Situated atop Jabal Harun, or Aaron's mountain, Aaron's tomb marks a revered site, believed to be the burial place of Aaron, the brother of Moses. These sites hold immense religious significance for Jews, Christians, and Muslims, making it the focal point of the pilgrimage and veneration across these faiths. Although located outside the central city of Petra, Aaron's tomb is integrally linked with the religion's spiritual heritage. The journey to the Aaron's tomb is formidable, typically requiring a 3-hour ride by a horse or a donkey from Petra. Positioned at a significant elevation, the sites offer a panoramic view of the surrounding landscape, including a distance view of the monastery, linking these two monumental sites visibly and spiritually. A distinctive, wide dome structure marks the tomb itself, a later addition that contrasts vividly with the rugged, earthly tones of the mountains. These domes serve as a beacon for pilgrims and a symbol of the enduring religious significance of the sites throughout the centuries. As the sun sets over the rose-red city of Petra, we are left in awe of a civilization that carved its legacy deep into the very cliffs that cradled it. A gem hidden away in the heart of southern Jordan, stands as a testament to human ingenuity and the quest for performance in the transcendent sands of time. Petra is more than a city. It's a narrative carved in the stone, a saga of resilience, artistry, and spiritual quest that continues to inspire those who tread in its ancient path. As we leave behind the shadows of Petra's imposing cliffs, we carry forward the story of a civilization that, against all odds, entrenched its memory into eternity. Petra is not merely a place to visit, it's a journey to be experienced, a dream carved under the desert sky, forever inviting the world to uncover its enduring mysteries.